Adventure. All about cars, bars, eats, and adventures. With your hosts, Brad Fanshaw, Dave Merrick, and Heather Storm. Learn how to drink like a man, dress like a man, eat like a man, drive like a man, act like a man. Every episode is adventures and misadventure. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to Man 6 Adventure. I'm the guy on the other end of the mic.
That's you.
That's me.
Holy
right
crap,
here.
man. I always wondered who was over there.
They could tell by the look of my voice who I was.
No question.
Yeah. I'm Brad Fanshaw, and right across from me is none other than Diamond David W. Merrick
That's
W.
a mouthful there, man. Or D Diamond. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We want to say that, first of all, that thank you, because we've been seeing our downloads going up and our uploads going down. And no, that's not how it works.
Wow.
No, seriously, our downloads have been going up. And, we have actually made it into the top ratings on the video, but we need you to help us make it into the top ratings for the, the podcast itself. We were in the top 10 at one time, Dave.
That is amazing.
We switched.
Better in the top.
You can blame it on
bottom
me.
10 now?
We switched from...
Oh, that's right. To travel. Whatever.
From travel, we switched over to food and beverage.
Okay.
And it was great for like a week.
We ate a lot.
but no, because we talk about travel, we talk about food, and, Man 6 Adventure's trying to find our listeners. And, the people that are faithful, they listen... to every show, but we're trying to grow the audience.
Yeah.
So work with us, everybody. Tell your friends. And that 5-star rating is so important. Go subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating. And Dave, what do you think? Should we start a Patreon account?
Sure. You know what?
No, I'm talking about Patreon, Dave.
Patreon is awesome.
Have you looked into it?
No.
Do you even know what it is?
No.
Do you know what a patron of the arts is?
Of course I do.
Well, there is now a website.
I'm looking for one.
And it's called Patreon.
Patreon.
And what they actually...
Did they misspell it? It should be ended with a T?
But what they actually do is we could register our show, and then people can support us. Whatever they want. We could give them hey, if you are a this level member...
Patreon.
You would get the show downloaded directly to you beforehand. And if you were this level, you could come in and we would make you the drink of the day.
VIP.
And if you were this level, Dave would actually, he would do the artwork for your funny car.
How about that?
But they've got to have a Top Fuel funny car.
Well, you have to have a funny car.
Yeah.
That's kind of key.
But no, they have different things, and it's
cool.
It's pretty cool, and I think it's something we might give a try.
So it's levels, and you can go,
we create the levels.
A patron of Man 6 Adventure.
A patron of Man 6 Adventure. But with us moving towards, and I'm going to, been looking into and discussing Man 6 Adventure live. Where live events where they would join us.
Occasionally.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actual events. Where
our event.
Yeah, where we would have,
motorcycle
some food, we would have drinks, we would have a celebrity, we'd do a live interview.
I like it.
And people would come. Then that right there. No, seriously, I mean, I would like to find a partner and then do these live events. Because, but then people could have some kind of discount or something. Anyway,
that's cool.
We're looking into that. So check out our website.
Don't confuse it with patronize. It's Patreon.
That you don't want them to patronize you?
I kind of.
No, we don't want them to patronize us. Go, we're going to sign up. We'll do that.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Patronize.com. We should start that. That's cool. Yeah, whatever.
We could just do it.
Hey, absolutely.
Do you want us to record something patronizing for you?
Hey, absolutely. Yeah. So, no, you're great, man.
Hey, so that's kind of some of our business, getting it out of the way, getting our business out of the way.
I like
it. But seriously, 5-star rating, tell your friends, Patreon if we set it up. That's the big key. We got to set it up.
Yeah, well, okay.
But
still.
Hey, you know what? We're getting more and more people sending us product.
Yes.
And we have some cool stuff for the next show.
We do.
And Dave, I'm going to tell you, it's red in color. It's fizzy.
We're good.
And it's called Cheer Wine.
Nice.
So
Wow.
we got a 6-pack of cheer wine.
Okay.
Yay! I'm gonna chill it up. And next episode,
And then I'll drink it up.
We're gonna drink it, and we're gonna make something with it.
Okay.
But it's really cool. It's got
wine.
me excited. It's called cheer wine, and it's a soda.
Huh.
It's
Yeah.
a soda.
Okay.
And so I'm really excited about it. But recently, did you see the box of stuff that we have here?
I see the
Did you
koozie.
see it, bro?
I see it, bro. It's brew. Bro.
So anyways,
It's got the umlauts. Blue.
yes. Brew beer bar, craft beer bar shampoo. And
Yes, he said shampoo.
now this stuff,
Before you do a double take
Yes.
on the radio. What?
shampoo. But this is, look at those nubs.
Look
Get
at
you
it.
all
Look at that,
stimulated. And,
Yeah.
but good smelling stuff. And I'll tell you a little bit. I'll read a little bit of their packaging
Do it.
here just to give
Actually,
you
for a
lowdown.
koozie, this is amazing with the little zipper.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a girl's dress. Like,
I was thinking like a bathing
not to
suit
be
or
sexist,
something.
but yeah, wow.
Okay. Hair, body, face, and beard. So you can use this all over.
All over.
Hydrating. And this particular bar is sea salt and bergamot,
Bergamot.
and is free of the bad stuff. But what's really matters is, Dave, it has real craft beer in here.
Made with craft beer. It's awesome.
I mean, I've been known
I do it anyway.
I've been known to take a beer in the shower with me. It's hot in there. You need a cold beer.
Well, in Ohio, they opened a brew dogs with a hot tub full of beer.
Well, there you go.
You take a bath in a hot tub.
Rub
of
it up,
beer.
dub. I need
Look at
beer in the
this.
tub.
Well, the other one is cactus, lime, and ginger. Sounds
Oh, that's the one you
amazing.
have is
Yeah.
cactus, lime, and ginger?
Yeah, and it's free of bad stuff.
All right, and they take a mixology approach to this. Yours says that will stimulate the scalp and skin with caffeine, wakes up the follicles with green coffee extract, and natural alternative to silicone locks in moisture is the Brew Lux.
There you go. You know what's cool about this? I mean, it's beer, which is already cool. Here's how they write the ingredients: brewed without sodium lauryl sulfates, parabens, silicones, artificial fragrance, polyquaternium, I can't even say it, phenoethanol, PEDs, DEAs, MEs, Ts, dioxane, or EDTA. Brewed without. Their whole list of ingredients is without.
Without.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Without. Well, you don't want any of that stuff.
I love it.
But they sent us a whole box of stuff. The koozies, some stickers, but shower wash, everything.
Knead away the stress of the day.
Did you use that yet? I was asking producer Rick if they had used it yet. He took one. He stole one of the shower washes.
Good for him.
He said he was going to, use it, but he'll have to use it when we use it. Not all together.
A kind of social gathering.
It all smells good.
It does.
And I'm going to use it this weekend.
I just love the beer part. Brew. But it's called brew, B-R-O-O, and both O's have umlauts.
Right.
So it has that brew.
And this one right here is shower session wash for hair, body, face, and beard. Then we have one that is Condi shave cream. I can't talk today.
Hydrating cream.
It's for shaving your hair and your beard conditioner.
Well, we should say their slogan here.
Say it.
Beer really does make you better looking.
Yes. Yes.
But no question.
This is cool. It's all made brewed in the USA.
Brewed.
We're going to try it, everyone, and we're going to come back and we're going to tell you all about it.
It's cool.
And we're going to have someone from the company, from Brew, on the show.
And I think it's well packaged. I mean, it's cool looking.
It is.
It's attractive.
You know what?
I like it.
I saw it on the shelf at
I had a couple of beers that looks better, the packaging.
And I heard the guy who runs this place, his name's Brad, so he can't be bad.
Oh.
So, Dave, hey, let's get right into the drink of the day.
Drink of the day.
Hey. There you go. This is a very special drink of the day. This was not mixology.
amazing.
Yes.
Actually. No, the presentation.
Oh, yeah. Let's go into that first. What we got from Glenfiddich, and we do appreciate this, was a very nice, what would you call this?
I'd call it a whiskey bottle.
Like a pocket-sized whiskey.
A fifth, yeah.
It's 200 milliliters.
Yeah.
And it's just got a nice little white label.
It would fit nicely in my jacket.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it says Glenfiddich Fire and Cane.
Glenfiddich.
Now, what this is, the reason there's not an official label or anything is because
we posted a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is directly out of the cask.
Yeah. It's written in a Sharpie.
Yeah.
It's like
this was
it's out of their bathtub.
I like to say this was brewed especially for us.
Yeah. I agree.
And we're going to take a taste.
How cool is that?
We're going to take a taste right now. You heard us clink the glasses. Here we go. I'm going to smell it.
Yep.
Now this has a beautiful amber, very light amber color.
It is. It's super smooth. It's.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very smooth.
That's easy to drink.
And you get that now. Now you took yours neat.
I did.
And
it's really neat.
Yes. And I took mine on the rocks. That way we would have both presentations.
That's correct.
Now a lot of people would probably say, Brad, on the rocks, you don't want to water that smooth whiskey down. But then the other half, like myself, like a little bit more chill.
Yeah, F them.
Yeah.
This is what I like to drink. On the rocks, as long as you get the ice compact, you're okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you about this, Dave.
Do it, because I like the flavors.
Now, this, as I said, is from Glenfiddich, and they're
Scottish, right?
They tell us that here's the tasting notes.
Okay.
The fire, it gives you a nose of billowing soft peat notes.
Oh, it doesn't it? Yeah.
Like distant smoke carried on the wind.
Like distant
Dave loves that.
Like distant smoke carried on the wind. I am
now
so going to use that.
Now that they described it,
your
it
perfume,
really does
Your
work.
perfume smells like distant smoke carried on the wind. It does. And if you read the cane, read the taste of cane.
Well, let me finish with the...
Because I smell that the most.
Okay.
It's not even the taste.
So then the cane, the nose on the cane is lots of rich, sweet toffee and some zesty, fresh fruit notes and lively spices. Now, let's see if we agree with that.
That's the nose, though. The nose, it does have that, but my nose is getting more apple.
Yeah.
Which is a fruit, so I guess we're okay.
Now,
I don't know. I drank mine too fast.
No, you're not supposed to chug it. Okay, so the taste. The fire. Is an explosion of smoke, like a campfire built with Highland peat. But no medicinal island notes.
No offense, but there's nothing you want more in a campfire
than
an
explosion
of smoke. Yeah. Like, dude, it's too smoky. Like, you want fire.
But it's overlaid with oak notes and a deep toffee.
Yes, it is. I like it. And then the other part I like a lot.
The cane
is the cane.
A core of classic green fruit character with a deep sweetness of baked apple and toasted marshmallow.
There we go.
Marshmallow.
Toasted marshmallow.
Overlaid with a soft smoke and wood spice.
It's a toasted marshmallow.
You know what? I just got the baked apple and the marshmallow.
I get the apple. I don't get the marshmallow. I get the apple.
I just got it. It was more on the back of my tongue. More on the back of my tongue.
I want some marshmallow.
And the finish. The fire is lingering smokiness. Mm-hmm. The finish on the cane is a long-lasting sweetness. I get a lot more of the smoky than the sweetness.
I do, too. I agree. But remember, our label is handwritten, and it's their first batch.
Yes.
So they're probably tuning it a little bit.
But take a sip and let it linger on the back of your tongue.
I can't.
So your keynotes are campfire smoke and sweet toffee. Now, the way they write this, I think if we had one of those guys with the really deep billowing voices.
But Scottish.
No, this could sound like the trailer of a movie.
Okay. Oh.
An explosion of smoke like a campfire built with Highland peat. A core of classic green fruit character with deep sweetness of baked apple, toasted marshmallow, overlaid with soft smoke and wood spice. Coming this fall.
It's Glenfiddich, man.
It's Glenfiddich.
I like it. It could also be a whiskey commercial.
He will hit you with campfire smoke, and then you'll feel like sweet coffee.
Has anybody got some coffee?
I have to say, it is
I like it.
Very smooth, very good. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey. And,
It's really good. I just, back to the presentation. It's so awesome that the bottle and...
I'm just excited that they thought of us.
Yeah.
They were standing there.
We're on their radar.
They were at the cask one day, and they said, I bet
let's send those guys
Dave and Brad would probably, let's throw some in a bottle for them. Okay, I'm going to read you, since they were nice enough to send this to us, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. And it's a new single malt, truly encapsulates the spirit of experimentation. I'm into experimentation.
Hey.
Yeah, all the time. We started with a question. What would happen if we sent this to Brad and Dave? Oh, that's not what it said. If we did something
crazy
with Pete that had not been done before.
Who's Pete?
I don't know. Who Pete
Some
is.
dude.
The answer is an unconventional and unexpected whiskey, one that is truly surprising, said Glenfiddich malt master Bren Kinsman.
Huh.
So
way to go.
It says the phenomenon can be attributed to the Scotch spending 3 months in sweet rum casks. So that's what they do, is they put it in a rum cask.
And these are actually the Scotch. Do they sit in a rum cask, or they put the Scotch in the rum cask?
I think it sits in there. It's a bold combination, which I'm sure will appeal and intrigue single malt enthusiasts.
There you go.
Now, it says that it's bottled at 43% alcohol. Glenfiddich Fire and Cane is now available with suggested retail price of $49.99 for 750 milliliters.
That's $50.
And so we've got about $25 worth there.
How about
Dave.
that?
It's also available at premium bars and liquor stores nationally. So Fire and Cane comes in a colored glass that seamlessly transitions from black to brown to clear glass.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't get that, as we noticed. No, they're saying the bottle.
Oh, we don't have a bottle.
Goes black to brown.
I see.
And the bottle was designed to showcase the juxtaposing flavors physically with the shift of color.
Wow.
I mean, I love when anybody can throw juxtaposition into their press
shift
release.
Of color.
We are awesome.
Yeah. Juxtaposed, baby.
Dave, I'm going to rate this high on my list of this is not something you throw with Coca-Cola.
No, not
this
even.
This is a sipping whiskey.
It is.
And you know what? If you were sitting around a campfire, it'd be right at place.
How about that?
Yeah.
Little smokiness. I like it. Well, and, you go into a bar and say, I'd like a Fire and Cane. And they're like, wow,
hey,
you're in the know.
This guy knows his stuff.
Hey, this is
He
good
must
stuff.
listen to Man Seeks Adventure. So
yeah, you don't do shots of this. Jim Gaffigan was on talking about bars, and he said, bars. He goes, why is it he does? Why is it at 2? At 2, it's like a little kids. He goes, it's the same thing. He said they're all screaming for no reason. They all want to stand where you're standing. They all go to the bathroom all over the place. But literally said, why would anybody do shots? What are shots? He goes, why would you do shots? It's like, no. So this you would never shoot. It's just too smooth.
You wouldn't shoot it?
Nah, it's good.
I agree. Now, let me tell everyone, if you go into a bar and you are and you're looking to have a nice glass of whiskey. Well, single malt aged whiskey. Then what I would say is go in there and say, hey, I heard on Man Seeks Adventure about the Glenfiddich Fire and Cane.
Yeah, you guys have it. What?
And they'll go, you know about that? You know about that? And they'll go, yeah, I can't wait to try it.
That's right.
Oh, we meant Man Seeks Adventure. You know about that?
I came in, and the outside was a little hint of smoke on a trailing wind blowing past me, and I thought, I need to have some Fire and Cane.
That's right. Well, we're going to have Fire and Cane throughout the show today as we talk about some great places to
I have to go.
to go on the Sunset Strip, because Dave and I,
we did
it, man.
We had a limited window, but we maximized it, I would say.
Boy, did we ever.
Yeah. This Brad says my favorite words are, let's just have one more.
Yes.
Let's have a quick one.
Oh, let's stop in that place.
Yeah, hey, this is cool.
Hey, so we had an evening. We were invited by our friends at McLaren to go to a screening of the McLaren documentary about Bruce McLaren and his rise and everything that he did, which was fun. That was really great. But they had it at a really great place.
They did.
Did you like that place?
I did. I like 90% of it. The 10% I don't like is the pretentiousness, maybe. But I get it. It's a little bit.
It's called SoHo House.
It is SoHo House.
That 10% is that it's a private club.
Yeah.
And you have to belong. And they say it's for the arts and entertainment
That's
people
right.
of Hollywood.
It's not producers, it's the art directors and
guys like you. I mean,
guys like me that really want the pretension.
Now, now the thing that was great about it, and we'll get to that, is where it's at, the atmosphere, and everything like that. But we started somewhere that was almost polar opposite.
We went to Lemmy's bar first.
At the Rainbow.
At the Rainbow.
Now, if you have never been to the Rainbow, folks, Dave has been there many more times than I have, so I'm going to let him explain it. But this is a classic Hollywood hangout, and it is also known, I would say, for if you want to run into maybe a rock and roller or a hairband guy from the 80s.
No question.
That's where you're going to find him in Hollywood.
I mean, I always tell the story of just sitting down and Sebastian Bach sitting there from Skid Row, and they go, dude, let me buy you a beer. He goes, hey, let's go over to the whiskey and see who's playing. And we did. I mean, literally, he's that guy. But it's between the whiskey and where the Roxy was. It's all these. It's all these the 90s Sunset Strip hairband venues, and it's
where a lot of them were found.
All of them, all of them found, and they all lived in apartments up above and stuff. But they literally, it's kind of like a divey bar that became. They have good pizza, and they've got a bar inside, and they made a bar outside because Lemmy used to drink there all the time.
And if you don't know who Lemmy is, Lemmy from Motorhead.
And literally, it's a dive. I mean, it's. If you said, take me to a dive, this would work. You could take somebody there and they go, holy crap, this place.
I mean, above it are multi-$10, $20 million houses in Beverly Hills.
It's right.
And it's a dive
It's
bar.
An outpost.
But that's why people like going there.
And the whiskey's no, prima donna kind of place.
Right.
But literally the Rainbow is just a hang. And you go in there and it doesn't matter who you are. You could be Lemmy when he was there. You could be Sebastian Bach. You could be anybody. We met some guys from Power that we're going to try and have.
We're going to have them on the show, yeah.
And literally, these people are we're all in it together. We're all hanging out there.
Well, you talked about pretentiousness. That is the least pretentious place in the world.
There are a lot of, dude, hey, man.
And a lot of people that have made their pilgrimage there on vacation.
Right.
And there's a life-size...
TMZ pulls up in front. They're like, hey, this is the Rainbow. You're like, yeah.
There's the life-size statue of Lemmy out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cool. And it's always been that. It's always been, hey, I didn't know there was an upstairs. There's like a little club where you can hear people play.
There's a little...
And I used to have friends of mine who were trying to make it in the business, and they'd go, yeah, I'm not playing at the Whiskey, but I'm playing at the Rainbow.
Yeah.
And you think, where?
Well, the Whiskey and the Rainbow and what's
Roxy.
Roxy,
Gazzari's used to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all of those, for those of you who don't know, they do things what are called showcases. And there was also the Coconut Teaser.
That's right. The teaser was down the street, but it was still part of that route.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my wife worked for a company that they managed some bands. And so we used to go to these showcases. And it was so much fun because there'd be industry people there. There'd be, all kinds of people. I was at one night, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden some guy nudges me, and he goes, what do you think of these guys? and I look over, and it's little Steven from Bruce Springsteen's band, and it's like.
I did that same exact thing, and I turned, and Corey's with me, and she nudged me, and I turned and looked, and Deborah Harry was standing next to me at this little tiny event. I'm like, holy crap, that's Blondie.
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? But Sebastian was epic because I bought him a beer. He goes, "Hey, dude, let's go over to whiskey. I know somebody's playing." And then he, I'm standing there with him, which is epic in itself. And he goes, "I'll be right back." He's calling now. There's Sebastian.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'll be right back." He went up on stage and sang a song with Michael Monroe. I'm like, holy crap, man! I was just drinking with that guy. It's really, really cool, and it's totally accessible. And then we moved down the street too.
Okay, so then first we had to decide, do we take an Uber, do we walk?
Yeah.
So we go, let's just walk.
Not that far.
We start walking, and then we went, let's get an Uber.
That was after we went to the social club.
Was it? So we walked to the social club?
We walked to the social club.
Okay.
Remember, it was downhill. We went
That's right. We decided it was downhill.
I go, it's right down there.
So we're walking down the famed Sunset Strip. Now, Sunset Strip is one of those that from movie stars to rock and roll to just, you hear about, things that happened at the Viper
Got
Room,
it all.
things that happened at this, store, this,
right.
And it's all there. I mean, and if you want to see people on vacation, you're more than likely going to find them there than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because at many of the high-end restaurants, the movie stars, the TV stars, they go into the private room.
Well, and I mentioned TMZ.
Yes.
But their bus circles that. It's like it goes Sunset, back up to Hollywood Boulevard, over, down back to Sunset, down to Santa Monica, and they do like this, 1 mile square. And you see like 30 celebrities every time. You're like, oh my God, that's.
Well, yeah, because they all hang out there.
Yeah.
I mean, like our buddy Billy F. Gibbons.
Billy at
he lives
Tokaya.
a block up above.
We're at Tokaya going, the guy goes, well, does your buddy know tequila? I was at the bar waiting for you. And it's like, yeah, I think he does.
Then when he comes walking, he goes, your buddy's Billy Gibbons.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I've walked into Mel's at 11 o'clock at night before on a Friday.
Yeah.
And Tom Petty's sitting there.
Perfect example.
Tom Petty's sitting at the booth across from
Gotta
us,
eat.
And yeah. And so we walked down.
Well, it used to be Duke's was next to the whiskey.
Yes.
And that place, not Duke's, the Hawaiian Duke's, but Duke's. And it was like you'd walk in there and go, dude. Like, it was amazing. Yeah, it was so cool.
And so we walked down the hill, and we wound up right across from the old Tower Records building.
We did.
I mean, and what's amazing is that was such a famous record
icon,
store
that
I was in. You probably went there all the time, too, didn't you? You'd walk in, look through all the albums and everything.
I'm the guy. I went to the original in Sacramento.
Oh, see, I
went to that one, and my claim to fame is I could say I went to that original. Even when it was in Tower Theater, they had the little drugstore, and he sold records out of there, but then moved across the street. But, yeah, I totally went to that. It's like, I've been there. This is cool. So I went to Tower Records a week ago in Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
Just to do it. It's like there's like 6 of them.
I used to drop in there all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
To pick up a cassette or an 8-track.
Yeah, well, but Tower, they were always the most knowledgeable of any.
It always had a cool vibe.
Yeah.
And
a lot of times it was rock guys working there.
Oh, exactly.
And they go, I got a gig tonight. And you go, cool, man, where?
Yeah. But so right across the street from there is a place.
Our new favorite bar.
State Social House.
State Social House.
We like that place.
We love it.
Now, it used
they seem to like us, too.
Yes, they did. That's why we liked it, because they actually liked us. They didn't kick us out.
Yeah.
But State Social House has a really cool vibe. When it's nice out, they open all those big windows up, and so you can see and hear what's going on.
Yep.
And it is right on the strip.
Yep.
And
it's right in that corner.
Now, we had a couple cocktails there.
We did.
And
I had a few.
Now, they have great food, real comfort food.
Yeah.
And
pub food done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're a smoker or a cigar smoker,
this is the key, right?
Around the backside, they have a cigar bar where you can smoke.
And actually a bar.
Yes.
I mean, it's a bar. It's hey, let's go to the lower bar. And I've walked in there a couple times and go, oh, my God, because it's so smoky.
It's a haze. But
where can you find that anywhere else?
You cannot find that anywhere.
Yeah.
There are some in L.A. that are like private clubs where you buy a membership.
This is totally
just
accessible.
Yeah.
And everybody there, everybody that worked there was like inquisitive and friendly and, hey, how's that going? And yeah, they were great. I was really impressed.
Even the people at the bar with us were really fun.
We all started shooting the shit with everybody.
Yeah. It was great. And if you check on our Instagram page, I gave you a couple suggested items that you should ask for when you're there.
Fireball.
And on our video, we actually did a video that is called "The Corner of Sunset and McLaren."
That's it.
and we take you in photos and a video to every place we went.
Nice.
So make sure you check that out. But
and then
I used the restroom.
And
then we got an Uber.
we got an Uber.
And
he used the restroom. I had another Fireball.
Yes. And then we went back up Sunset.
We did.
And now, for those of you that know Sunset, there's a point where all of the commercialism ends.
Yeah.
And it's very abrupt.
Yep.
There are three very large apartment buildings, and then it's Beverly Hills.
We're done here.
Then it's Bruce Meyer's neighborhood.
That's right.
And
it's like, I don't need that riffraff here.
Exactly.
Stop it.
There are imaginary gates.
Yes.
But then shortly after that is the Beverly Hills Hotel.
You walk through that like watery, like sci-fi thing where you stick your hand through and then go, okay, I'm in Beverly Hills. Wow.
But before you get to that, there are dead center, in the very center of the street, there's an apartment building.
There is.
Then on one right-hand side, there's some apartment buildings and like a doctor's office.
The pharmacy.
And then on the left side is another apartment building that on the very top two floors is where we went.
We did.
It's called SoHo House.
SoHo.
Now, this is a private club, Dave.
It's private.
I let my membership lapse.
Apparently, they kept asking me if I wanted to join.
And I said, Dave wants to join.
Yeah.
But he wants to put it in my name. So when he pays for his drinks, just add it to his credit card.
That's right.
Didn't work.
Yeah,
didn't work.
Didn't go so far.
So, anyways, as I said, we were there courtesy of our friends at McLaren. Now, SoHo House, because it is a private club for people in the arts, entertainment, it happens to have a very nice screening room.
A theater.
Yes.
I mean, it's impressive.
About 50 people.
Which
very
is perfect.
good sound quality.
Great seats.
Had a bar in it.
Seats with drink holders.
They reclined.
Well, they didn't recline. We had ottomans.
Oh, we had
Every
ottomans.
seat had an ottoman,
yes,
which was amazing. All kind of velvety, velour-y kind of. Yeah, it was cool.
And it was just a great atmosphere. But the evening started.
Projector worked. It was cool. Yeah.
And when we got up there, we went into the Luckman room.
We did.
Which is like a club within the club.
Yeah, it was the private club.
Right.
The
private
club.
So I think what they normally use that for is if some really famous people or if someone wants to have a party, like an own gathering, they just go into
without the great unwashed.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that was us.
And like if Man 6 Adventure had a private party up there, we would have that
We'd
room
have to have
over
that
there
room.
because they'd go, we don't want
the views,
you in the normal.
The view's crappy, but, we put up with it.
Yeah.
Because you can see everything.
So you look out, and if you were in the building in the center, you would look straight down Sunset Boulevard. Yeah. And I'm going to brag a minute here, and I'm going to tell you I've been in the penthouse of the building across the street. What many people don't know is when you're in the Luckman and you're looking across, there is that building, and there's a penthouse on the roof.
The one right in the corner. It's like in the corner of that Sunset, and the street runs off.
It's the dead center,
It's like the
that
building.
Dead center is where Johnny Carson used to have his office. That's right.
Hey.
Bring it on up. And I got to sit on the couch there.
Say that. Here's Brad.
So, Johnny Carson had just gone off the air.
He had the top floor, right?
And a friend of mine bought his office.
How about that?
And invited me up to see it.
Dude.
It had a private elevator, one of those that opened up right on. And it was black marble.
Amazing.
Everything was black marble. But you walked to that far end. What a view. You went out on the balcony.
360, right?
And you looked down Sunset Boulevard. It was dead center. And it was amazing. Then you walked to the other where his office was, and it looked right up Sunset towards Beverly Hills.
Nice.
and beautiful. But what we saw was the roof of the building.
He kept looking from his desk going, I'm going to move to Malibu.
Exactly.
As soon as I retire.
And
nice.
And so we started in the Luckman with some cocktails.
Yeah, it was great.
We had some
appetizers. Sliders.
Then they adjourned us all into the screening room.
I liked the when we were in that room, though, and people were coming up to us and saying, what McLaren do you own? And I remember one guy came up and said, what McLaren do you own? And I said, well, I have a Tamiya kit. I don't I don't actually have one, but yeah, I'm here.
Well, Dave actually said, he looked at the guy right in the eyes and he said, actually, I just got rid of my McLaren. They don't know yet. I got an Acura.
Yeah, I bought an NSX. I have an NSX, which is better.
Yeah, way better. I like it so much better.
It's amazing how much better it is. Those guys were cool.
And the guy went, what?
Yeah.
So, I showed him my car.
Yeah.
I showed him my screensaver.
It was great. Yeah, it was
with
cool.
my orange McLaren, and he asked me, he goes, It's a picture of the orange McLaren with my dog George in the foreground, and he goes, "Oh, what model is that?" And I go, "It's a Schnoodle."
Schnoodle. And it was great. It was like they just looked at us like
they didn't know how to take us.
Not really sure who these people are
because they're not braggarts.
No, I have a Tamiya kit.
Yeah, but no, we had fun. We met a lot of great people. Saw the film. Our other friend from Wheeler Dealers was there, Mike, and we hung out with him. Yeah, Mike Brewer hung out with him and his wife. Then when the film was over and we'd eaten our popcorn.
We did get popcorn. It was awesome.
We did?
Yeah.
We then adjourned to the upstairs
actual bar. Yeah.
And
the Riff Raff bar.
That bar was quite spectacular and quite busy.
It's super busy. I mean, all these people are creative directors, I guess. You're like, wow, look at all these people, man. No phones. Because I got a call, and the guy goes, I'm sorry, no phones. I'm like, what? Okay.
Every single one of the coasters says no phones on it.
Yeah, it doesn't say no phone, so it just says a phone with a line in it.
Yeah.
And I go, well, they obviously don't have any. I have one. Here it is. Like, what? It's not specific.
Yeah, they discourage taking pictures and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It just
we did.
Yeah, we did. I did one with a flash, and everybody looked at me like, "Oh, you're not from here.
You're that guy." Hey, I don't care.
So, but we had a couple cocktails. Then Dave and I said, "Hey, the night's young. We got to keep going."
Well, before we do that, the movie's great if you get a chance to see it because Amanda McLaren, who is Bruce's daughter, was there and had a lot of insight into their life. And it's great. But I think if you can see the movie, you'd be amazed at who the man was, McLaren, behind the car.
It does. It tells a very great portrayal of his life from the beginning up through the struggles, up through the successes and his winning ways.
How he never gave up.
And what was really nice was, like you said, with having his daughter there, afterwards there was a question.
Q&A. And then
Q&A. And thank you. I was going to say question and answer, but you shortened it.
Q&A, baby.
People should use that, Q&A.
They should. That's kind of clever.
That's really good. And we got some really good insight there, and
it was. And I think it was great. Some people were gushing, but some people asked really poignant questions. Thank you. But I think literally her understanding of the brand and what it means to her legacy was great.
Yeah, it was cool. And thanks to McLaren, and we appreciate you sending over that 720S for us to drive next week, too. Hint, hint. Hey, so we decided after we got to experience SoHo.
Brad was hungry.
SoHo House is a spectacular place. If you know someone with a membership, go. It's cool. And they should probably comp us one. We could go there every once in a while, give our reviews, talk to a few people. Yeah, we'll throw it out there. And I was hungry, so I said to Dave,
do you know a place?
We have to go somewhere else. Dave, where did we head to?
Well, we were originally going to go to Delancey because I said, let's go to Delancey. I know an idea. And when we got there, they weren't open. Well, they were open. The bar was open, but they weren't serving food.
But they weren't serving food. But tell us about what they normally have.
It's a pizzeria and bar. And I always liked Delancey's because I was there on my birthday one year, and Angie Harmon was having her birthday party in there. And I thought, I'm going there every year in case she comes back. But literally, it's just cool. It's a cool vibe. It's it's more gastropubby, but it's Italian. And you get all these, like, kind of crafted pizzas and a bar. But, next door, like, what you think is next door is the Mission Cantina. I think they're the same owners. So they have like you can buy tacos at a time.
Get a taco. You want to get a margarita.
Margaritas, and it's a bar with food, and it's great. But Brad and I, we were near the end of the night, and I was like, I've got to go, but let's get something to eat. And between that is Twins Sliders.
It's literally a hole in the wall.
It is.
I mean, there's a window cut in this
between those two restaurants.
Yeah, between those two restaurants.
It's literally between the two. And they go, well, this is a closet. Let's make a slider place.
Yeah, there was a cook at the grill, and there was a young lady at the window, and all they have, sliders,
you get
a few different kinds of fries, Cokes, or milkshakes.
But the sliders, you either get beef, like cheeseburgers, or chicken. And that's it.
Yep.
It's literally that's it. So,
watching my figure as I do, I limited myself to one of each.
Yes, you did.
And the cheese fries.
Yeah, I remember the cheese fries coming in.
And they were
because I don't eat fries, and Brad's like, "Hey, let's get tater tots. Let's get cheese fries. Let's get fries." Yeah. You love fries.
I do.
It's okay. It's good.
I don't eat them that often because
you should do it.
No, I can't. My body doesn't like it. But
the sliders were great.
But that night, I needed something to soak everything up.
A little bit of alcohol content.
Because
I made him drink at the SoHo House.
I tried to hang with Dave, and boy, I just can't do it.
But it was fun.
But these are the types of places that you really have to look for, and you really have to know, because you can go to the Sunset Strip and you can play tourist. You can go to the places that you find everywhere else.
Right.
The chain restaurants, they're all there. There's McDonald's. There's, and you can go to Mel's.
There's even, Mel's is pretty famous.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to go there. Yeah, I get it. You could. Norm's, all those. But
then you can find
then you go to
the really good
gems.
places.
Yeah. And that place is great.
And Twin Sliders is one of those. It's inexpensive.
Do something simple and do it really well, and that's what they do.
And
it was cool.
And, like we said, with Mission Cantina if you're into tacos, and, of course, Delancey's if you want more of like a homey pub atmosphere with some pizza.
Yeah, and it's known for it's a pizzeria. So it's kind of if you made a really cool-looking round table. But then they have a bar in there, and the bar is pretty nice. And it's literally, I think that that corner is right by Channel 5, and it's by Netflix, so they have to kind of up their game, honestly. But we were there. So Twin Sliders they had like little concrete risers that we sat on.
Yeah, there wasn't really
there's no seats, so literally people were coming up and getting out of their car and going and getting bags of sliders and leaving. You're like, wow, this is cool.
We were sitting there literally on a Friday night watching sunset pass.
Just people
while
go
we
by,
had our
man,
sliders.
like, hey, look at that! I know that guy. Like,
it was cool. Now, the thing is, we could almost literally probably do a show once a week for a year, just from Beverly Hills to the 101 and have a different place to go to.
Yep.
And that's what we're encouraging you to do is find the places that really look them up. Ask people. Listen to our show. Because those are the cool places that you go home and you go, because you know what's cooler than going home and going, hey, I went to Mel's, and your friend go, oh, we went there when we were there.
Yeah.
It's going, hey, I went to Twin Sliders. What's that?
Yeah.
Then you have a story.
I went to the coolest place.
Yeah.
Well, and I think for us, we'll give you suggestions because we like to do this. But if you have some, you go, hey, here's a place you guys should go check it out. Do it. We'll go check it out. I love that stuff. By the way, before I forget, our trip to St. Louis.
Yes.
We went to Cicero's. Mm-hmm. I was watching, like, at 2 in, they had one of those travel show, just best pizzas in America, whatever. They go,
and
we're in St. Louis. I go, that red and white awnings. I know that place. And sure as shit, that same guy. That guy was in there and he's making pizza. I'm like,
that guy
we went there.
The guy who didn't talk very much.
The other guy. Remember the guy that got? Yeah. No, the other guy didn't. But that guy, the guy that knew it all. It wasn't him. It was the other guy.
Okay.
The actual owner. That guy was the manager or whatever. Oh yeah, that guy was like, whoa, dude. Lighten up, Francis. But anyway, they had that on. I went, there you go. There's a place that we found.
Yep.
Brad was taking a shower, so I wandered around and found a bar, and it turned out it's this pizza place that everybody goes to. I'm like, hey.
I found out on that trip that Dave never showers.
I don't.
And I said, Dave, I'm going to clean up. We've been out running around, sweating all day. He goes, I'm going to the bar. And I guess what he does is he gets vodka, and he just
douse it.
He just puts a napkin in it. Does a little.
I'll tell you what I do from now on, and I do shower. Thank you, everybody. But what I do is from now on, I'm going to take brew craft beer bars with me, and I can go in the bathroom of a bar and just like, hey,
there you go,
squirt some of this beer stuff on me. But yeah, no, it was great. I literally, you wanted to do some other stuff, so I went. I took a shower and then went because we came like early.
Yeah.
And so I just went, hey, I'm gonna go find some places. I'll go.
That was a good trip.
I'm gonna go on a walkabout.
We need to do some more trips like that. Man, if we had some sponsors, we could do that.
Sponsor
kind of
us.
You know, TV
Southwest,
show.
Delta, somebody.
We just need a TV show.
Do it.
Then we just.
I think I sponsor Delta.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
So let's see. We covered so far that brew shampoo. And that we're going to be talking about on the next episode along with someone from the company.
I like it.
We are going to be drinking on the next episode.
We are going to do that.
Do you know what we're going to drink?
Whatever you got.
Cheer wine.
Oh, cheers wine.
Cheer wine.
Fizzy wine.
Yes. And it's a soft drink.
I like it.
I just like the name.
Hey.
They sent it to us. We're going to try it.
Okay.
Then
goes good with vodka.
We are going to also wrap up. We talked about going to the McLaren film.
Yep.
We gave you suggestions. And, Dave, people always forget, you can go to the list at our website.
That's right.
And on the list, you will find everything we talked about, everything we drank, and you'll be able to find it for yourself.
That's right. Maybe not everything we drank. But.
Well, not everything. But also, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We used to have about 12,000 people on Instagram till Instagram did their little cleaning of house. And we have lost a lot. So we really need everybody to go back on there and resubscribe. I don't know what happened, but it's going up every day, but we really need your support there.
Do it.
We put a lot of great stuff up, and I've developed a lisp today. I don't know why.
It's the smokiness of the apple marshmallow sticking to your tongue. I've developed a lisp.
I wonder if I had a stroke and I didn't know it.
Could be.
It could be.
It'd be hard to tell.
I was on the phone with a customer before we started.
That's true. You were.
I was stroking out.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
So, anyways. Hey, that's about it. I think we've covered it, Dave.
It's socialmedia.com.
What are you doing for the weekend?
I just got through teaching.
Yes.
And I'm going to.
I mean, I know the weekend's already started. What are you going to do with the rest of it?
I literally, the Niners have the early game, which always throws up my game off. Literally. Because I have this routine and I have to curtail it. Well, because I'm not allowed to watch them in public. It's bad.
You're too emotional?
A little bit. So literally, it's a 10 o'clock game, and I'm like, damn it. So I got to fit that in, but work all my social stuff around that. So, and I'm working on something that I've got to get like hammered out now, and it's in my head, but I've got to.
Got to get it out of your fingers.
Got to get it out. Yeah.
All right.
It's a poster.
Dave's got to get back to work and to the game and everything like that. His Saturday's got to get going.
That's right.
And I do, too. I got some stuff I have to take care of.
Heck yeah, man. Got to send some wheels out.
That's right. So, hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to Man Seeks Adventure. Check out our page at manseeksadventure.com. Tell your friends, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Bradley_Fanshaw. Everywhere else, it's Brad Fanshaw. David is David W. Merrick W. on Instagram.
I wonder how that happened.
He just was leaning on that W a little too hard.
If there's one, two W's is the one.
And Heather, I don't know where Heather's at, so.
Yeah. Heather, L.A. Storm.
Heather, I think Chicago swallowed her up, and
we got to get her back.
Can't find her way back.
We got to get her back. It's Heather at Storm. It's Heather, L.A.
Heather Storm
L.A. Okay, that's it. Anyway. Yeah.
So anybody, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Boom.
Talk to you next week, and maybe this list will be gone. I won't bite my tongue before the show.
Do you think if I eat this beer bar, it'd be...
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Right. Probably not, but Dave, you can try if you want. This has been a Bond Speed Media production. If you like this show, also check out Mike Brewer Behind the Wheel, Shift and Steer, or Dixon's Wild Ride. You can find them and subscribe on iTunes or visit their websites. If you'd like to reach Bond Speed Media, do so at bondspeedmedia@gmail.com.